Inflation is something I hear from Iowans at each one of my 99 county meetings. 13 so far this year, and I'll bet I'll hear it at 12 next week. We know now that this inflation is not transitory. They were wrong then. We know that this inflation is very persistent and probably could get worse. Hopefully not, but it could be. Iowa families, you heard Thune, they're being hit by the same $3,500 a year increases in their costs, or you can call it a tax. Iowa small businesses can't keep up with the inflation. Nobody listened to Larry Summers when January he said we'd already spent too much money by the bill we passed before Christmas 2020, and he's pleading with the Democrats not to spend the $2 trillion that they did in March, but they didn't listen. He repeated that in April. He repeated that speech again in August. He repeated it again in October. And it was finally, they listened to Manchin and Build Back Better. They didn't make it $4.5 trillion worse. They should have listened to him. We got to thank Senator Manchin to bringing some fiscal sanity to this Congress of the United States by saying he wasn't going to go along with Build Back Better. So the Fed has started to pull back about 6 months late, but they're doing it. So maybe they're doing what they can do to get it under control, even though it's late. I think the best thing that Biden could do would be to use the bully pulpit to tell Congress to spend less, like Manchin has advised his own Democrats to do, and he's led the way on that, because only the bully pulpit can bring confidence to the economy the way that the 100 members of Congress can't. Another thing he could do is undo all of the things he did to drive up gas prices. XL pipeline, shut down drilling in Alaska, offshore, on land, Gulf of Mexico drilling, state or national property, no drilling, putting impediments on fracking. All of this stuff is driving up the price of gasoline, and he could undo that very quickly. No, what do we get from the Democrats in the Congress? Just to reduce it by 18 cents by not having the federal gas tax. No, those same Democrats should be working with the House or with the White House to get these bad energy policies reversed. And can you believe the ridiculousness of the Democrat administration getting involved in saying banks shouldn't lend to energy companies? We have to have the flow of energy. That's what drives our economy.
Thank you. Senator Hyde-Smith.